As I mentioned, this course is going to be highly practical. Therefore, you will need a lab, a place where you can practice and experiment with the things that you're going to learn in the course. Not only that, but having a lab is essential for hackers or pen testers, because let's say you discovered a new attack, or you want to experiment with a new attack, or you learned something new online and you want to test it, then the perfect place for you to test this and practice hacking is a hacking or a testing lab. Now, to create a lab, you just need a number of computers with different operating systems, and you'll need a number of networks if you're testing network attacks, and if you're testing website attacks, then you will need to install websites on these computers. Or you can do all of this inside your computer, inside one machine, and install everything else as virtual machines. And this is what we're going to do. So let's say you have your computer right here. This is your main computer that you use every day to check your emails or even to watch this course. This computer might be running Windows, OS X or Linux. It doesn't really matter. It can run any operating system. You can keep all the programs that you love and like, and install a virtualization software such as VirtualBox. A virtualization software allows us to create a number of virtual computers inside your main computer. So we can have 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 computers all installed inside your main operating system, inside your main computer. The really cool thing about this is you will not need a number of computers. You can do everything inside a single computer. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a hacking machine. This is going to be the machine that we will use in order to hack into other machines. We're going to install Kali Linux on it, and we'll talk about what that is later on. And we're going to have 2 target machines. These are machines that we're going to try to hack into and practice hacking against. One of them is going to be running Windows, and the other one is going to be running an operating system called Metasploitable, and we will talk about that once we get to it. Now, it is very important to understand that you will not lose any functionality when you install an operating system as a virtual machine. You can use that machine exactly as if it's a real physical machine. So the really cool thing about using virtual machines, first of all, you're not going to lose any functionality. Second, all the machines are going to be isolated. So as we go through the course, we're going to be trying to hack into these machines, and we might actually break one of them. But that's fine. It will not affect your host machine. You will be able to easily fix this and go back to a snapshot of when the machine was working without affecting your main computer. The other cool thing is that you'll be able to have a number of different versions of each of these machines, and you'll be able to change the configuration easily, change the network settings, or switch between different states of these machines, and so on. So, by using virtualization, you will not lose any functionality, but you will gain so many cool features. And the main thing to keep in mind is your host machine, your main computer, will never be affected. It's completely isolated, and if we break any of these machines, nothing will happen to your precious computer that you use every day. And this way, you can always use your host machine for daily use, for checking emails, watching the videos, doing whatever you do normally, and then use your virtual machines for hacking and practicing the attacks. And this is what I actually do. So you can see I have my host machine running OS X, and I never use this for hacking. But right here I have VirtualBox, and as you can see I have a number of operating systems installed on it, and I can literally start any of them by selecting the one I want and just click on start. Now don't worry about this, I will show you how to install these virtual machines as we go through the course. But what you need to do right now is download and install VirtualBox, this program. So you can download it from this page. I'm going to include its link in the resources. And like I said, you can install VirtualBox on Windows, OS X, or Linux, so it supports all operating systems. Just pick your operating system from here, download the relevant installer, and install it. Installing it is very, very simple. All you have to do is literally double-click the installer, click next, 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 and it'll install it for you. Once you start it, you'll see a program similar to this, but you will not have any virtual machines here, so it will be empty. And I will show you how to install all of these machines as we go through the course. One more thing to do as soon as you install VirtualBox is to download and install the extension pack. This will give you better compatibility and it'll allow you to use USB devices on the virtual machines. So you'll be able to use a USB mouse, USB keyboard, and USB wireless adapters. Again, downloading and installing the extension pack is very, very simple. There is only one file. It's always the same file for all operating systems. It's the same for Windows, for Linux, for OS X. You just have to click on the download link in here. Once you download that, I already have it downloaded, so I have it right here. And this file will only work if VirtualBox is installed successfully. So first of all, install VirtualBox from these links right here, like I said. Once you download it and install it and can see a window similar to this without these machines right here, we'll see how to install these later. Then download the extension pack from here. You'll have its file similar to this file, and only then you can double click this file and it will automatically open in VirtualBox. As you can see, it's telling me that I want to install the extension pack. It's giving me the version, which is the same version as the version of the VirtualBox that I downloaded. It has to be the same version, otherwise it will not work. I'm going to click on install. We're going to agree to this license. I'm going to put my password. And as you can see, it's telling us that the extension pack is installed successfully. So now we can go ahead and install virtual machines in VirtualBox.